events, wild nights, top. Come together, get loose, don't be shy. Living like legends, never asking why. Pixel swagger where the vibes non-stop. Hot events, wild nights, top. Come together, get loose, don't be shy. Living like legends, never asking why. DJ spin those records, scratching vinyl wall. Move slick, rhythm big through the dance floor door. Block to block, words running fast. Pixel swagger, legends of the past. Love in the air, twinkle lights, neon glow. Hands in hands, hearts beating, pulse flow. From dusk till dawn, no stopping the beat. Feet tapping, souls grooving, life is sweet. Okay, no swagger out to phone check. Pixel swagger in the building, y'all turn those speakers up. Yo, microphone check, Pixel swagger in the building, y'all turn those speakers up. In Pixel swagger popping off night and day, crazy characters living, throwing parties, cray. Block parties, man, hotter than the summer sun. Everybody dancing, getting wild, having fun. Down on Main Street, breaking it down, smooth groove. Graffiti on the walls, all flowing, real move. Barbecue, smoke, rising ribs on the grill. Sexy times, late night, every thrill fulfilled. Pixel swagger where the vibes non-stop. Hot events, wild nights, top. Come together, get loose, don't be shy. Living like legends, never asking why. DJ spin those records, scratching vinyl raw. Move slick, rhythm big through the dance floor door. Block to block, words running fast. Pixel swagger, legends of the past. Love in the air, twinkle lights, neon glow. Hands in hands, hearts beating, pulse flow. From dusk till dawn, no stopping the beat. Feet tapping, souls grooving, life is sweet. Swagger popping off night and day, crazy characters living, throwing parties, cray. Block parties, man, hotter than the summer sun. Everybody dancing, getting wild, having fun. Down on Main Street, breaking it down, smooth groove. Graffiti on the walls, all flowing, real move. Barbecue, smoke, rising ribs on the grill. Sexy times, late night, every thrill fulfilled. Pixel swagger with the vibes non-stop. Hot events, wild nights, top. Come together, get loose, don't be shy. Living like legends, never asking why. Pixel swagger where the vibes non-stop. Hot events, wild nights, top. Come together, get loose, don't be shy. Living like legends, never asking why. DJ spin those records, scratching vinyl wall. Move slick, rhythm big through the dance floor door. Block to block, words running fast. Pixel swagger, legends of the past. Love in the air, twinkle lights, neon glow. Hands in hands, hearts beating, pulse flow. From dusk till dawn, no stopping the beat. Feet tapping, souls grooving, life is sweet. Okay, no swagger out to phone check. Pixel swagger in the building, y'all turn those speakers up. Yo, microphone check. Pixel swagger in the building, y'all turn those speakers up. In Pixel swagger popping off night and day, crazy characters living, throwing parties, cray.
There we go. I'm just turning audio up. All right, can you guys all talk?
Yeah.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Testing 1 2 3. Okay, we're all, oh, I'm going in the red. Hold on. Turn mine down a little because I'm a little loud. There we go. I'm just turning audio up. Excellent. Right, all talk?
Yeah.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing.
I should drink the coffee.
Testing 1 2 3. Okay, we're all, oh, I'm going in the red. Hold on. Turn mine down a little because I'm a little loud. All right. Turn that down, pull this up, and clear my throat, which I think I just coughed all over YouTube. I thought I muted.
You definitely did not.
Damn it. Okay, we have no guests tonight. That's great because they were expecting it. Well, not great, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird with just the four of us, but there's some fun topics.
I can tag after we get started.
Cool. All right. You know what? Let's get started. Let's get it underway. Tell Nettie if he jumps in the middle, we don't care. I'm fine with that. All right, so everybody, welcome to the Pixel Confessions podcast. This is episode number 7. Just a quick rundown of what we are. So Pixels Confessions is just a group of friends. We gather on voice calls and Discord mostly, and we just bullshit. We have fun. We talk about stuff. And one day we were like, damn, we need a podcast because some of the topics that we bring up are podcast worthy, to be honest. We have a really good chemistry. We have it creates a dynamic atmosphere and it keeps things interesting. Our team members we just range with different viewpoints, which adds a lot of individuality to this podcast, which is pretty amazing. So my name's Abby Lynn. I've been in SL for 16 years now. Took a little bit of a long break and I just came back last year. I own the Pixel Live Sim and co-owner of everything else Pixel Swagger. And well, that's enough about me. Tegan, go ahead.
Hi guys, I'm Tegan. I am co-owner of Pixel Swagger. I'm also co-owner of the Pixel Swagger HQ Sim, where everyone can come and join us, play some games. They even have a movie night every other Monday. I never get to make them because I'm always working my ass off. One of these days I will try. Okay, Aria.
Hi, I'm Aria. I am co-owner of Pixel Swagger. Been with these girls since the beginning, like 12, 13, 14 years ago, something like that. Back when we were just a blog. And I'm also the resident stoner, but that comes up at least once. Aaron.
Hey everyone, I'm Aaron. I'm the what is it? The live singer manager at Pixel Swagger, and I'm a consultant for Pixel Swagger Live. I own Neptune Hit Music, and I'm an audio engineer for Smokefest this year. So I hope to see you all there.
Yeah, Smokefest is gonna be so fucking fun. All right, so we're gonna jump into the very first topic. It's kind of a sensitive topic, literally, because it's about SL insecurities versus your RL insecurities. I kind of don't know where to start with it, just because I'm very personal. I'm private. Sorry, I'm very private. I'm a very private person. I don't just air all of my laundry everywhere or anything like that. But I am definitely an insecure person, and I've been told a lot that I portray a lot of confidence on here, which for me, I find is super easy to portray confidence when you can make your avatar look like whatever the hell you want and you're kind of living through it. But no, I certainly have my insecurities, and I also have insecurities on SL too that I struggle with. And I guess I'll share mine soon, but does anybody have any SL insecurities that they don't have in RL?
That's complicated. That's a complicated topic.
It is a complicated topic, but it's real, and that's what we do here. We have real conversations, and I'll start. So one of my insecurities in SL is actually my intelligence. A lot of people think I'm just I don't know. A lot of people think I'm super smart because I have a sim or whatever, but my insecurity actually comes from my me talking, people talking to me on voice, because my grammar, I suck at English and it's my first language. So my grammar and sometimes I struggle to find words, or my ADD will get the best of me, and I'm stuttering, or I just can't think. And I feel like a lot of the times I get portrayed as in quotes, dumb blonde, right? So that's one of my biggest SL insecurities is that people underestimate me because I don't have the best grammar and or because I, you know, can't come up with a instant solution or an instant response. I get stoner brain without being stoner. So that's one of
Me
That
that's
too.
that surprises me about you. I've never once in like the 16 years I've known you thought of you as the dumb blonde.
and
Me
see, I
neither.
constantly feel like that. And I think I've even said that to Aaron, like in conversations that we've had. It's like I feel stupid. I feel so stupid because I can't express myself the way I want to express myself. But like if you get me like if I can have like 20 minutes alone to collect everything, I can come back at you with like the most professional and best response ever. But like
So I think your informal talking though is kind of what draws people in because you make everyone feel like they can talk to you and you are down to earth and you're not just like crazy smart and stupid and at the same time. So I mean, you're like I don't know, you vibe well.
I
I don't think that
yeah,
you
I feel I
yeah
vibe
you
well.
do vibe really well.
Yeah, I feel I vibe well. I just feel like I don't portray the intelligence that I would like to portray.
I didn't know that about you either.
Yeah, that's one of
I
my
think you're
insecurities.
awesome.
Especially
That's
like
more one of my insecurities in real life more so than SL.
oh really? See, in
Well,
real
because
life, I'm so like, well, my job, right? I have to come up with solutions on the spot, and so I'm like trained for it. And I don't know why, but in SL, like, it's one of my biggest insecurities.
so like my job has us wanting to know like all this like super specific information about like mattress components and where they come from and they want us to like sound intellectual, which I mean I don't think I'm dumb, but by no means do I ever like think I talk intellectually. And so like or articulately, that's what I'm trying to say, like articulate. And so like it was really like it took me a long time to adjust to that position and feel confident and like feel like I could keep up with like the people who've been doing this for like 13, 14 years and know literally every freaking detail about a mattress. But yeah, that's more of my insecurity in like real life than it is in SL.
What do you have in SL that's an insecurity?
I mean, okay, I know all you guys have seen me pretty emotional, but for me, it's really hard, like, to trust new people or people I really care about with the emotional stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
have trauma from previous SL relationships. Like, I hate to be like, SL has fucked me up, but SL has fucked me up in relationships. I think we've all gone through shit, right? But,
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
and you guys know my history more, than anybody would. But it's really hard for me to like really open up when I'm feeling emotional and like vulnerable because I feel like every time I ever have, I've scared them away. So that's one of my insecurities, I guess, in SL that I don't have so much in real life because, well, I've been with my real life for 10 years and he's fucking stuck. So,
I don't think
but
you've scared them. Yeah, I don't think you scared them away. It's like, because I don't find you like you don't carry a lot of baggage with you or anything like that. You are an emotional person, but I feel like that's like one of your biggest like one of your best features because you do wear your heart on your sleeve, and like not a lot of people do that, but like you're also protective of it too. I don't know. I think that's one of your best features though and best qualities because that's where all your kindness comes from.
I'm
Hmm.
definitely
I
more
agree.
guarded than what I used to be.
Yeah, my like I will admit like my confidence in SL um is a lot higher like than it is in RL for sure. Like I said, I'm playing behind this like gorgeous Barbie doll and well, to me, she's pretty. I mean, I like my avatar, but in real life, yeah, I'm definitely self-conscious. I'm definitely not like skinny. I definitely do not have my avatar's fucking thick hips. Damn, I wish I had her hips, but hey. But I mean, I, it's easier to be confident when it comes to, and I don't do this anymore, but like when it comes to like flirting and, talking and stuff. And then when you get to the point where it's time to exchange pictures, it's kind of like, oh shit. Here we go. Oh shit. My confidence just went in the fucking trash. Aaron, do you have any insecurities in SL that you don't have in real life?
I don't know that I have any. Um, my my overall insecurity is just, always being worried about whether I'm being taken seriously. And like
Mm.
you said, you wonder if people think you're smart or whatever. I felt like that too. And obviously, we both know that we're pretty intelligent. But I, th I think maybe on Second Life, something that exists that hasn't really in real life before Second Life is, I've been catfished, and so I wonder, sometimes the people that I let in to my Second Life, which ultimately ends up being my real life, are they who they say they are? Are are they living two lives here that I'm not aware of, and
For the
things
record,
like
me and
that.
him are on cam every day.
And those things have happened in real life relationships too. We've all been through that. Um, I think we've all been through that. But yeah, that's essentially my only security or insecurity in Second Life. And I think more it's a result of me just being such an anxious person to begin with, and maybe that has a lot to do with the amount of caffeine I drink. I am highly anxious. I know that
Highly
sometimes
caffeinated.
insecurities are just not grounded in reality, but they're the result of a previous reality. So I don't know. That's
my
that's what I.
my other insecurity in SL2, and I feel like this is a super selfish insecurity that I have. But it's also I've recently learned that it's part of my ADD. So let's say I build this new venue and I invite everybody to come over and see it. And I'm like, I'm so proud of it. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, no, you did a really good job. And like in my mind, that's how I'm hearing it, despite the fact that they're actually like, damn, this is a really good job. Like, wow. But because I'm
Oh,
but because I'm not hearing trigger words, I'll start picking apart my build. Being like, okay, what can I do differently because they didn't even notice this, or you know what I mean? But it also could be truth too, that like, oh well, they didn't notice this, so like it's not standing out. How can I make it stand out? So it's the most constructive criticism to have like the responses that way, but at the same time it's like a confidence downer where it's like, oh man, like I was so proud of this. Is it crap? Like, but then somebody else will come
yeah.
in, then somebody, and I'm not saying you guys are like that. I was just using you as an example of somebody that comes in, but then somebody else might come in and they're like, wow, this is really, really great. And I thrive off of those responses. I thrive off of praise. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said
You
that.
got a praise kink.
I I thrive off of like praise, but not sexually, but I do thrive off of like praise of like, wow, you did a really good job with that, and like it does some, it boosts my confidence, and I think that's why I am a high praiser. I think you guys have all experienced it. I had a lot of people like come to me and they're always like, "Oh man, you're always so like supportive and you always say like super nice things." And it's like I want to give them the praise that I would want to receive. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. See, look,
So,
I'm second guessing myself right now and just how I
so
explained
look
that.
at you. I was about to say, so look at you doing that.
Yeah.
So, I think mine is actually opposite of yours. So I'm confident in real life. I like super confident. I'm still shy, but I'm not nowhere near as shy as I am here.
Mm.
And I'm not confident here either. But in real life, I have no issues with it. I don't know why, but it's probably weird that SL makes me less confident,
It's because in
and more
mom,
shy.
it's because in real life you're a fucking mom and you're at the point where you're just like, I don't give a shit.
well, well, I mean, kinda. Kind, I guess that's kinda it, but I don't know. I feel like I carry myself well in real life, so I
You
don't
do.
really have the same, hey, am I carrying myself well
Mm.
in SL like I do in real life? Because in real life, like I said, I'm a confident person, but SL not so much, and it's a really weird.
I see,
It's
in
really
real
weird, but
life, I'm like, so in real life, like, I think I've said this before, like, I'm the person that I'm like, oh yeah, I'll definitely go to that party. And then at the last minute, I'm like, I do not want to go to that party. Like, I'm so
right.
confident when I'm talking about it. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go have a good time. And then as it approaches, it's like, I don't want to go. Everybody's going to stare at me and yada, yada, yada. And I
Oh,
am I'm like horrible at like if I'm eating in a restaurant and somebody like that I'm with is talking too loud, I actually will get anxiety because like you know how people will glance over because they're listening to what you are talking about with the other person. It actually gives me anxiety just thinking that other people are even looking over. Like,
are looking over and listening.
right. And it's like,
Yeah.
stop talking so loud. I'm like the shush person. Shh, shh. Unless I got a few drinks in me.
Oh, thank you, Lava.
If I get a few
Tegan
drinks in.
said, the other Tegan said your builds are never crap. They always look really great.
Thank you. I appreciate
And then
that.
Lala told me I was cool, so props over there.
Aw, you guys are so freaking amazing. Oh, see my praise. You guys are amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna jump us into the next topic because I actually feel like we might be able to spend a little bit of time, extra time on that topic, which kind of like it kind of segues into yeah, we can segue into this because speaking of insecurities like anxiety and depression, um, do you feel it's possible to get anxiety and depression from this, and I'm going to use quotes here, game?
Absolutely.
100% I agree.
Absolutely.
Aaron?
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
No.
what you experience here is a part of who you are.
So, are any of you comfortable discussing? Obviously, you don't have to give details, but like a time where you felt anxiety or depression in this game.
Yeah, I mean, there's been lots of times. I mean, just recently, if anyone sees my Facebook, I've been a little bit up and down and all over the place. Sometimes I think when I get too involved in SL and too like hyper focused on it, I do get depression. And lots of anxieties and lots of insecurities, and my social battery gets worn out. Like I get like this boost, like where like everybody's talking to me. I'm like, oh yeah, people like me. And then all of a sudden I'm just completely fucking drained. Which
Mm.
then starts a cycle of feeling drained, which I isolate myself, I start feeling depressed, and then I'm kind of all over the place. Um, and I have to step back. And I'm currently, if you guys will notice, like I'm not on SL as much at the moment. Today I got to go out with my daughter. We got some new fish. My new fish got some new friends.
Oh my
I got
gosh, you and your
fish.
fish, holy shit.
You know what? Like I was telling Noah last night that like I actually like am really enjoying having this fish tank. It's my first time having a planted tank, and it's like so serene. It makes me so happy.
Aw.
Which I need right now because like things, like things have been hard lately. And honestly, like just having my fish makes me really happy, and it sounds so dumb. And poor Noah had to hear me like nerd out about fish stuff today.
See,
It's not
I think
dumb.
that's fucking cute. I think that's
It is.
adorable. I mean, I left SL for 8 years, and I actually I actually experienced a depression from SL. It originated from SL. So like, it was a really bad breakup. I had also like pulled away from SL during that relationship, which left me like questioning not questioning the friendship, but like um being anxious and coming back to try and like salvage the friendships that I had before I started like fading away from SL. And then, also when you leave SL for a while and you realize how much time you spent in this game. And for me at that point, it was, what was it, 2008, and I left in 2015 is when, 14 is when I officially left. So 6 years of my life, I was logged into this game every day and living through it. And I think I even said on one podcast, like I was at the point where I was dreaming in avatars. I wasn't even dreaming of real people. And when you come out of here and you actually escape the hold that it has on you, and then you realize how much time you lost. But at the same time, it's like, well, did I really lose it? Like, I actually went to therapy over this shit. And if it wasn't for therapy, I probably would not have come back. But the therapy actually helped me realize too that like the friendships I had in here were real. The friendships I've developed were real. Those were real people. There was a fine line between the living through the avatar part, obviously, but if you're coming in here and you're just being real about who you are and everything like that, like your personality is a real thing, and you just have to remember that your avatar is just your avatar. Like you're still you. But yeah, I went through a long depression where I was gone for 8 years. Like I was scared to come back because I was scared of what I would come back to. And then another
We
thing
knew you'd come back.
another thing that I've had anxiety and depression about is social, like friendships changing. Like your social circles changing, and I don't really know how to explain this. Like basically, like you have friends, and there may be a fallout between friends, and then all of a sudden it's like, where am I here now? Because like you're no longer able to hang out with everybody at the same time. Now you have to like divide yourself between everybody, and then it's like, oh well, how do you pick sides? And you get anxiety from that, and then you get depression because things aren't the same, or things have changed, or the dynamics have changed. And I find for me, like friendship and loss of friendship, or changes in friendship, like when you go to being super close to somebody to all of a sudden rarely ever talking, that's so depressing to me. Like I hate that, and sometimes it's me that's the one that has to do it, or me the one saying I don't want to be a part of this no more. And that's depressing for me too, because like I have to make a decision that potentially is going to hurt somebody. So SL is definitely full of real emotions for me, I find. Tegan, I don't know if have you ever had SL depression?
Of course I have.
Have you?
Yeah. Do you want to know when the worst time was for me?
I don't know. Oh God.
You probably don't want to know then, do you?
No, it has to do with me, doesn't it? Oh.
It definitely does. It's when you left. When
Ah.
you left, you dropped off the face of the earth for me, and my best friend. So it
I'm
was
so sorry.
then. Yeah, I mean, just being honest. That was
No,
the
that's
first
the whole
time.
part of this, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I ever had like actual depression in SL. And then Aria, she was right there just holding my hand,
Oh.
and she dragged me out of there, and we moved on, we got on, and
Thanks,
we're
Aria.
happy. So happy you're
We
back.
had to make new avatars to move on.
We
though.
did. We did. We made new avatars to move on, and it was
We did.
good. It
Aw.
was good.
But at the
So
same time,
that's
yeah, and I think I've told you guys this before, though. I think like we had this big discussion in the beginning. If I hadn't have done that, if I did not leave when I did, I 100% would not have I would not have the career that I have now. Like I have an amazing career, like a career. I
for
don't just have a
sure.
job, I have a career, but also like I had to go live in real life, and I was stuck. Like I said, I spent 6 years of dating on SL, not in real life. And I had to get out in real life and like experience stuff and get through all that depression and the hurt from the breakup, because the breakup was not a good breakup for me. Um, but I like I said, I was so scared to come back. Like the anxiety I had to come back. And then the day I looked at your profile and it said, I play on my alt now. And I've been searching for these bitches for a week and they're on alts. What the hell?
That was for you.
That
I
was
put
for
that in
me.
there for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I would log in once in a while periodically and change my
We know.
profile
And change
about
your
you.
profile.
Yeah.
We
We
know. We
know.
stalked you.
Yeah, I
We
would do.
saw. We saw all of it. We would go looking through groups to see when the last time you had logged in, and we're like, we
Hmm.
missed her by a week, and we'd have a whole
Yeah.
conversation. I mean,
But the biggest anxiety I think I've ever had in my SL or RL was getting the nerve up to message you to tell you I was back.
Aw. Well,
Because,
I was very anxious when you did send me a message because I didn't know what to do. I'm on voice with Aria, like, oh my God, you won't believe who messaged me.
it was a very quiet night. Like
it was your
it
birthday.
was tense. It was my birthday. It was
Yeah.
it was on my birthday. Um, it was very tense.
Oh man, it was a bit. Yeah, I wasn't trying to make it tense, but I was just like, they need to know that I'm here because if I didn't want you guys to run into me and be like, what the hell, I was like, no.
I would have been upset. That would have gave me anxiety.
No. And then you guys just fucking picked me up right where we fucking left off. It was amazing. You
But
guys
we
are
just had to
amazing.
get past the initial shock. Get
No.
past that initial shock, and it's like, there she is. We knew she'd come back
Yeah, and then you guys gave me a
so
total makeover. Oh my god.
because you were very new.
I think Keegan was kind of like cautious, like a little bit like
Is she gonna leave
very
again?
cautious.
but very cautious. But I think I was more like excited because I knew that like
Yeah.
I knew realistically that you were what we needed to make SL fun again, and I had said it before, like we need our Abby back because like she was how we met people because me and Keegan can't go meet people ourselves. I mean, we spent a very
What are
long
you
time
talking
alone
about,
on this.
Aria? We still understand just fine.
Oh my gosh. Aaron, I know that you just like totally fell into the lap of us like just reminiscing through memories here, but do you
Oh, I
have
mean, I
anything?
can see how how they needed you the way they did. I
Aw.
don't. I mean, I've gone through anxiety, depression as a result of Second Life. I don't really think I've suffered any kind of major depression because of it, but I also took time off, not anywhere near as long as you, just a few months, but I remember like for weeks afterward, I was constantly like anxious, thinking like, oh, people think I've left them, abandoned them, because I
Yeah.
only talked to a couple of people on Discord after I decided to take a break, and my goal was never to come back to Second Life because I just wanted to do other shit, but here I am. As far as anxiety goes, there's I've had my moments, whether it's with friendships or relationships, and even my club that I used to
Oh,
run.
Cat's
Like if we
requesting. Oh,
weren't performing
go
well
ahead.
against others,
Yeah.
I
No,
would
I get
just
that too. That you know what, the in world too. That there's stress when it comes to like owning a venue and operating a venue 100% for sure. Kat is requesting to speak, so I'm gonna pull her on stage for a second because I'm assuming she has something to say. There you go.
Hi, Kat.
We were talking about pauses in Second Life, and it just took me back because I started like in '07, and I came in for like 3 years, and I had this relationship that turned into a real life engagement. And
Aw.
proposal, the whole 9 yards, and then
Hmm.
we ended up breaking up after 2 years, and it didn't get it, and then it ended.
Ah.
Um, and so I ended up actually it lasted. Yeah, I met him in '07, so it lasted 3 years, not 2 years. But anyway, we broke up in 2010, and I went through this phase where I was doing Second Life still because I met him in Second Life,
Mm.
and I ended up leaving in 2010, and I still had connections to people in Second Life because I'd known them in real life. So I kept in touch, and every so often I would like come in, but never for more than like one event or something.
Mm.
So I was out for 10 years, got my university degree, and then a friend of mine told me, well, we have this place called Helping Haven and we need volunteers, and it's kind of dead there, and maybe you can like rile it up because it's been so dead for so long. And so I was like, okay.
Ah.
And I came and I
Hashtag
came back.
back.
And I came back, and that was literally right at the beginning of the pandemic, like right when everything was shut down.
Mm. I heard that was a good time in SL.
It
It was.
it was interesting because I came back as non-meshy. Everybody else was all gorgy and messy, and I was all
Same.
I was all non-meshy, and I didn't look new, but I was still non-meshy.
I was definitely non-meshy. Oh my goodness, for sure. But you know what? That's actually a good topic too, cuz like I didn't get to experience the pandemic in Second Life. And I've heard Aaron and some others say like the Second Life was like thriving and bopping during the pandemic. Like
It really was.
so like
Right,
Yeah.
we went from being just me and Tegan to me, Tegan, and two others on a set.
but like I
We
guess
doubled our friend group.
I guess my
Mhm.
curiosity there is like I know that it was a very depressing time during the pandemic for a lot of people in their real life. Was SL like like that more of a cheer up for everybody? Like was there do you
It
think
was
there
the
was
best
depression?
distraction ever, I think. For a lot of people, they got to be social, they still got to go out, they still got to go clubbing, even
Mhm.
if it was in a virtual environment because you couldn't go out in the real world, right? So the next best thing is the same kind of environment just virtually.
I get
And
yeah, so like I guess where my question would be like especially people that date and break up, like so if you're already depressed in real life and then you come in here and you're living your best fucking life and then all of a sudden your depression hits in here too. Like that would be so difficult to manage. And I can see that of happening to a lot of people because a lot of people take relationships in here so well, not everybody, but very seriously, right? Like it's like I've met the love of my life. How, how did you guys handle the pandemic and SL?
for me, it was kind of a plus because I was kind of on a mission to support this um, place for newbies. So it gave me a way of contributing in a positive light because the people who would have show up there were people who didn't know anything about SL. So I would guide them through the freebies, I'd guide them through building, I'd guide them through a different whatever they wanted to learn about. I was kind of like a friendly face they could count on and check in with. Um,
What about you, Aaron? Because I've heard you mention many times about the pandemic and SL and how it was so great. Like, what was your experience?
I mean, clubs were popping. It was like a nonstop party, really. Um, anything you could envision to provide for other people, it would easily come to fruition, and you could almost, I mean, you can never guarantee a crowd, but you could almost guarantee a crowd no matter what you were doing. I don't have any real numbers on what shopping was like at the time, but
I
that's
don't
how
have numbers
like
on
all
shopping,
the
but
time.
What was you saying, Arya?
I said I didn't have the numbers on the shopping, but the shopping was pretty good. Like the events were fantastic. Like I think we were seeing some great mesh work. we were seeing like amazing Sims to explore. I've never been like one to go clubbing or anything like that. But we definitely saw like the uplift in people, in events, in quality. People had more time on their hands.
Because they had more time, there was more creativity,
Mm-hmm.
especially like you said with Sims and stuff like that. Yeah.
A lot of
Oh, we
positive
saw some
energy.
beautiful Sims. Yeah.
A lot of positive energy, a lot of people actually really legitimately trying to connect virtually, but also not being afraid of connecting in real life, but knowing that they were limited in real life. So they let it was kind of fun in the sense that you could be yourself in world,
Mm.
and it wasn't so tough. You could stay non-meshy for a while. No one would give you shit. Now you stay non-meshy and people look at you funny and people start treating you funny and people isolate you.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, there's a lot of bullying in SL, I
there's a lot
find.
of mean spiritedness that you see a lot more that you didn't see during that time period because everybody was coming in new and didn't have the meshy stuff. So if you learned the meshy stuff, it was great because you could cross share it and then people would be excited
Yeah.
because they'd be like, "Oh wow, now I look fancy," and they'd be excited about it, and that would keep them coming back during that entire time period. What was super exciting too was when SL had their SL 17B or whatever or 18B. I mean, those 2 years, they had like really strong pull for entertainment. I mean, you would show up at an SL 18B or 17B party and it was packed to the gills. Sometimes you couldn't get in. They had double sims where you'd have to go on the overflow sim to still hear the music for the event. So there were places that were getting just packed and packed with people from the entire globe. And everybody was kind of social and playful. And then as the world started to open up, that of course disappeared very quickly.
Because people started going back to real life. Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh,
Not and that's not a bad thing. I mean, it served its purpose during its time, which was not a bad thing. But
yeah.
SL kind of failed to evolve from that point, which seems sad to me.
Well, yeah, because I can see that because like there was probably a huge drop in numbers, which would definitely cause that for sure. I'm gonna get us into the next topic, because I want to know what do you guys look forward to in SL? What makes your SL like? Because we're just talking about the things that are causing us anxiety and depression. What are the things in game that make you happy and joyful and that you look forward to?
You. I
I
mean,
dare
just
say the people,
yeah.
The people. I,
uh
I I
the
think
friends.
yeah, I'm a big social. I know you guys say I'm a social butterfly in here, and I go along with it, but I don't feel like I am. But I definitely do enjoy the I definitely do enjoy like the group calls. I thrive off of group calls. I love getting in a group call. I love getting in this podcast. Like I look so forward to this every week. Like and I don't know if it's like I just made an announcement yesterday that I'm actually taking a bit of a break, not from SL but from the Pixel Swagger live venue for the month of August so that I can go do more things in real life. It's the end of summertime and it's not because of depression or I want to leave SL or anything, but I love what I do here. I love it so much, but I'm also trying to balance the fact that like summer's almost over and I want to go to the beach and I want to go maybe whale watching and I want to go camping with my family or go spend the day in the pool or whatever. But I feel like I'm really, really gonna miss it a lot because I absolutely love coming in here and building too. And gonna also take the month to like rebuild the sim. I'm gonna pull an Arya and Tegan and rip the whole thing down. And
Yeah, but you kept yours completed for a while. We barely get ours to a completion point.
I've had this one completed since December, and I've added to it. Tegan Slade just said, seeing the creativity of people on SL and friends. I lost a lot of my friends in SL a year ago, so it feels nice to know there are people out there who actually like me. We love you,
Oh, thank
Tegan.
you,
We
Tegan.
love you, Tegan.
What about you guys? Aaron, what brings you into SL? Like, what makes you happy in SL besides me?
Well, like I spent most of the entire last year landscaping my sim like over and over and over. I must have redone my sim like 3 times, but
Mm,
that kind of brings me a sense of peace and calm. You know what I mean? So
mm.
like as I said, I'm highly anxious, and like whenever I felt stressed, I'd come home from work. I would ignore my other obligations that I had on Second Life, which I regret that a little bit, but I would build, I would landscape. I always look forward to live entertainment here. There is so much, and I used to be so into the club scene, which I still am into live DJing, but like over the last couple of years, 2 years or so, I've really, really learned to love the live music scene, live singers.
Mm.
That's something that's really, really motivated me to get on here. That's something I truly enjoy, and honestly, there's a lot of times where I'd rather just be doing that than listening to Spotify or whatever.
Wow,
Um,
that's good to know. I'll drag your ass all over the place now. I was just giving you a break. what, ab- what about you, Tegan and Arya?
Mine is the people. I tend to not do a lot in real life with other people. Just,
Yeah, but
I'm
you're a
not a
mom of
socializer.
5.
I'm not a mom of 5. I'm a mom of 4.
I was counting Ray.
No, that's not right. So it's I enjoy all the people on here, all the different people, and then all the places that we go in here, and all the lands that we go and look at, and we love sim hopping, especially when we're trying to get ideas for our new build that we decide, that we needed to have 5 minutes ago, and we tear down our land and start all over again. No.
Gosh.
If the person who built the bay is ever listening to this podcast, please rebuild your sim. We got so much
Please.
inspiration from you.
We miss it.
Please.
What about you, Kat,
Oh.
since you're in here?
Me, like, I will freely and embarrassingly admit I am a capital GEEKNERD.
A geek nerd?
Because when I came back, yeah, to Helping Haven and stuff, but I also came back for the learning.
Mm.
Because the first time I came in for the whole learning process and getting ideas on the virtual world, and I was kind of a tech geek back then, and that was still when I was a secretary for a Fortune 500 company.
Ah.
Well, it was fine. That was like a stopping point for a lot of women. I was bored. By my 3rd year as a secretary, I was bored out of my mind.
Mm.
And I wanted more, which is why when the breakup happened, I was like, I'm going back to uni, I'm getting my degree, and I'm going to get a better job.
Yeah.
And that led me down the project management road, and project coordination and project managing, and assessing risk, and doing everything from the beginning to the end on software implementations and stuff. And so all of that ambition, I feel, kind of started in SL, because when I came in SL, I became this like coordinator of events for Help People Island, and I did that really solidly for 2 years. I was doing my own builds for events. We would do movies, we would do huge parties, theme parties, and I would literally build the ballrooms and stuff at that time when we were doing prims, and I was
So
doing all
your
that.
passion in SL actually led you to your
To a
real
better
life
job.
career.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's freaking
absolutely,
amazing. That is freaking
absolutely.
amazing. I'm
Way
gonna
back in the day. So coming back was like really different because I came back to learn marketing, and now I have, like, the YouTube channel. I have the
mm,
collaboration with ATG. I do all this other stuff, and I love the learning.
that's amazing. See, and that's like it's like I said, if I hadn't of left SL, because I worked in a restaurant when I was in SL the first time, and if I hadn't of left SL, and mine was for a negative reason, I wouldn't have the career I have now. Like I have an amazing career, amazing job. Um, Really quickly though, Melinda added in here she loves the amount of talent that is in Second Life, from DJs, singers, builders, scripters. There's so much talent on this platform in general. I also love the support you can find in Second Life. It's a great way to just let go and breathe. Aria, you didn't get to say your Second Life joy. What brings you joy?
It honestly, it depends on the day and what I'm doing for that period of time in my second life. Right now, I really enjoy spending time when I get it with Noah.
Aw.
That's what brings me joy at the moment. But building is very peaceful to me. There's been times where it's being creative. It's one way or another, either being creative or getting to spend the time like with the people I'm close to.
I think that's one of
Um,
the biggest things, like for everybody, is the creative side. Like I don't know, I don't know a lot of people that come in here and don't want to build or decorate a house or something, along those lines, or run a club or something. Like I don't actually think I know anybody that doesn't want to do that. Do you? I,
no, I mean, well, no, I have known people who are no interest in the creative side of it. Um, but not many. I think most people like to be creative in one way or another in SL because I think, I mean, right, that's what SL is. SL is created by the people who play it.
yeah.
Which is one thing I've always like when I do talk about Second Life to someone who doesn't know about it, like that's the first thing I bring up is that it's all created by the user base. Like every single piece that you find in here has been created by someone that plays the game.
Truth.
Um,
Truth.
which I think is really cool. Um, yeah.
I've just recently, actually just last night, I decided to try meshing for the first time, and like I haven't meshed since like 2012, or no, before that. Playing with mesh the first time was back in like 2011, and I was actually helping build cars with somebody. So I've developed a new love for that. I've already started on like my next logos and stuff. So I'm gonna jump into the next topic. It's the last topic of the night. It is called fucking lag. Since the PBR updates on a lot of these viewers, the lag has been so intense, but there's also like even people that are not on the PBR viewers are complaining about extreme lag. So my question here, and it's actually a really good question, is what has made you rage quit SL? Has lag ever made you rage quit? Nobody?
Actually, yeah. One night I was super annoyed with lag, and it wasn't this viewer. It was on a Friday night that we were having a party, and I could not load in. And I had spent, I think it was possibly when we did the ABC party.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what it was. Maybe it was a different one, but it was a disco. Did we do a disco? That's what
Yeah,
it was.
we did.
It was this
And I was so annoyed. First of all, I spent a ton of time making my outfit. I remember like there were like amazing outfits around I couldn't see. And it ended up being an SL problem. But yeah, I was so frustrated. Like I didn't talk to anybody that night. I was like, if it wasn't for that we were in an event that I felt obligated to be at, I would have just logged off for the night. I was so upset.
So the only time like I've ever like oh god, I can't believe I'm saying this. The only time like I've ever rage quit SL has been like, hey, I've been extremely frustrated, like you said, like nothing's loading and it's like fuck this shit, like I'm out. But most of the time, oh god, I'm the person that rage quits in the middle of an argument. Like I'm very bad and notorious for that. I will just like if I'm mad at somebody or if I'm having an argument with somebody, I'm just like fuck it. Or I'll even be like fuck you and I'm out. I just click and I normally come back about 10 minutes later after I realized I was, being a baby.
Doesn't sound like anything I would ever do.
I'm horrible for rage quitting for that purpose.
Aria.
Okay, I did it last week and I apologized to everyone I needed to apologize for, okay?
That wasn't even SL, was it? That was Discord.
No, that was okay.
No, it was Discord. We weren't even together.
No.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, I'm out. Bye. We all have those
You even
days.
said bye though.
I did say bye.
I've actually
No,
had moments
okay,
where
but-
I've rage quit Discord.
Okay, but this is how bad I rage quit Discord is that I was like, I'm out, bye. I turned off my computer, but then like people started messaging me on Discord and I couldn't figure out how to sign out of Discord on my phone, so I uninstalled the app.
And here we sit laughing about it. And at the moment, we were like, is she okay? Like, which one of us pissed her off? Like, we were literally sitting here trying to figure out. Like, then, we found out who it
And I was
was.
like bawling my eyes out, crying, and like Adam comes out from being in a meeting for the last hour. It's like, are you okay? And I am just like crying.
Oh my
Did
god.
I do something? I was like, no, not you.
Oh my fucking
Once
god.
it's not you.
For
I think
once.
he did something later that night.
Oh, shit. Aaron, have you ever
No.
rage quit SL?
Desper, hi.
Wait, so when I read the topic, you said rage quit, and I thought you meant like refusing to log on,
Hi.
right? Like,
No,
so you
rage
just
quit.
logging off because you're mad? I mean,
Well, it's like
well,
what people
I-
do in video games. They get killed, and they're like, fuck this, and they just rage quit. They're like, I'm fucking out, and they log out.
I can't say I've ever.
I
logged
don't
off.
think you ever have, because I feel
I'm-
like I've pissed you off enough where you should have logged out and you didn't. So I can't see you as the type of person to rage quit.
I don't think I've ever rage quit SL. Really,
Look,
I don't.
I felt guilty the other night and like turned my computer back on 10 minutes later because I felt guilty of not responding to people checking on me.
You was
I even
gonna.
had gone to Facebook to like explain myself to a couple of people who like didn't deserve no one deserved my rage quit, but who weren't even a part of like any of it.
See, Tegan Slade just said it's always okay to click the X, in my opinion. I mean, sometimes I just don't even think. I just click it, and then I'm like, well, shit, I'm still in Discord. I gotta, because we're on voice all the fucking time, right? So it's like, fuck. There's just so many X's, and it's hard to make a really good dramatic exit when you have to close out of like 3 different places. It's really hard.
See, I'm like Melinda though. I just silently just close out. I don't rage anything. I just put see ya.
Well,
It
that's
takes a lot
that's
to
still
get
rage
me
quitting.
there.
That's still rage quitting. If you silently walk out, it's
silently. It's a silent rage quit.
yeah.
That's what I do. I
I've done
just
that
close
with-
out.
I've definitely done that to Discord because there are times when Discord doesn't want to cooperate with either Alchemy or Firestorm, or it doesn't want to cooperate with NVIDIA Broadcast and GeForce. And because I'm doing the filming and stuff for ATG, it's like, you know what? I'm done. I can't handle this anymore. I'm leaving.
That's how I felt
If Discord isn't
earlier.
gonna be nice to me, I'm not going to be good. I'm not going to be using it.
Yeah, I felt that earlier because I had Blender and like 4 other things going while I was watching a tutorial, and my SL was just, and I was over at Corley's set trying to listen to her at the same time, and then and plus I was talking to Aaron on voice at the same time, and my computer was just like, "You're a bitch. You're a bitch. You need to shut the fuck off." Like, what the fuck? Aaron, you was gonna say something, but I told you that you're not a rage quitter. What was you gonna say?
I I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
Aw, I'm sorry. Oh shoot. Does anybody else have any thoughts on the lag though in SL? Like, how are you dealing with the lag recently?
I just keep buying new computers, which I think is probably the stupidest thing because right now I have 3 laptops and I'm only using one.
Oh my god, you need to just move all
I
the
love
RAM
that.
from all the others into the one.
It's just crazy. I don't know what Yeah, I mean, I mock myself, but it's true. It's like every time they screw us over with these stupid changes, I end up buying a new machine.
Right. So Aaron, we actually had a debate or discussion last week about the viewers, and like Aaron swears up and down by the Alchemy viewer, and so didn't Vic, and it is better. I've been on it. I hate change, and I go on there and I don't know. It makes no sense because I feel like I'm just as slow trying to learn the interface in there, which is equivalent to lag for me. Like, it's equivalent to like your AO isn't there. You can save your AO and you can actually put it in Alchemy. Aaron can help you with that. You can save your AO to a
Yeah,
folder.
it's already there. Alchemy scans your Firestorm AO folder and just imports the animations.
Yeah. Yeah. Get Tegan or Aaron to help you out with that if you need instructions. But yeah, see, you learned something new today. Congratulations.
Get Aaron. Tegan is not volunteering. Get at Aaron.
Yeah, I'm always volunteering, Aaron. I'm sorry. Oh, he's just so good at that stuff. Aaron, you're really, really good at computer stuff and techie stuff, and I just want everybody to know that you're good at that.
I'm not that good at it.
He's like, no, I'm not that good at it. Mr.
Just
Smoke.
restart your computer.
Just restart your computer. All right. Does anybody have any last second topics they want us to chime in on? Otherwise, we're at 3 minutes before this podcast is over. Aria, did you have anything you wanted to say about your game place?
Oh well, yeah. Like always, we Pixel Swagger HQ does have a full game area. Should be the landing point, but anyone that wants a landmark can message me. But it's
Yeah, you gotta
open
go
to
over there and play
everyone.
golf.
What?
We gotta go over there and play golf.
Yeah, there's golf. There's like 5 game tables. There's a whole movie area that
Bowling.
has like, yeah, there's bowling, but the movies, I have like 40 or 50 movies in that TV already. And like, honestly, if someone wants a movie, I have no problem getting whatever movies wanted in there if you want to watch one. Um, but yeah, that's really fun. And I honestly like, even if I don't come up and say hi, it makes me so happy when I see people up there. We have a lot of the live singers that perform here that will go up there, once a week and play all together. And like, it makes me so happy and so excited to see people using something that I built. And then, well,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
nope, go ahead.
I was gonna say, let's give so Kat kind of joined in the middle of us talking, and we actually were missing Nettie tonight. So I'm really glad that you actually spoke up and asked to come up on stage, Kat. We should give you a little plug about, or you should do a little plug though, like who are you, where you're from, because a lot of people might not know.
Well, I'm a YouTube creator for SL exclusively, and I do a variety of different videos. I'm actually kind of recalibrating my channel because it needs work. But I do a really good collaboration with a group called ATG Productions, and we do news, entertainment, and sports. And one of the things that we talk about is dun dun dun, Pixel Confession, which is one of the things we announce on a weekly now that we've connected with Pixel Swagger, because we think it's important for people to like tune in and like hear actual people talk about their SL lives, because at the end of the day, if you're in world, it's nice to know that somebody else is in there with you and they're
Mhm.
not a bot.
100%.
And they have experiences just like you do. So it's a nice way to connect and meet new people, and a great way to also kind of see how varied and how expansive this world is and how creative it is. It's really
And
cool.
and something we try to do is like we try not to talk about real life topics. If the topic is SL and it leads into something related to real life, yes, but you're not ever going to hear us be talking about politics or anything like that on this. It's just SL only. But I do got to end it. We got to wrap it up. So this podcast will be posted on Friday at noon, and you can continue the discussion either on our Pixel Swagger community. We have over 700 members in there, so make sure you join the community. We post, we post a lot of like interactive things on there, but also you can join in on this discussion. And you can also join in on it here. Like you can pop into our podcast channel or even just our Pixel Swagger Pixel Chatter and join in the discussion there. And Arya will be posting that in the community on Friday. And Aaron and I will work on we basically edit this recording and he edits it and makes it sound a little bit more crisp. But I hope that you guys all have a beautiful day. Thank you for coming in, and we are out. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Next week.
All right.
Arya,